Nikola Tesla taught his students that the powers of the 3, 6s, 9s were the extraordinary set. That water, that lava-heated steam, is the breath of the earth. It carries with it that sacred frequency. He photographed it. You see a 360-degree circle with 36 points in a star, uniquely made by 528. We're living in a hydrated atmosphere. Water is a liquid crystal superconductor of sound and light. The words are sounds. Sounds are electromagnetic frequencies. What's that? Again, simple mathematics. There's 9 notes that creates everything in the universe. The third note in that sequence is 528. The miracle note of the universe is 528 Hertz frequency. There's a lot of counterintelligence propagandists trying to suppress this. They're advancing that 432 is the real deal, not 528. That's a lot of hogwash.
You just listened to Dr. Leonard Horowitz. He often mentions that we live in an atmosphere highly saturated with water. It's around us constantly as we speak. It's worth noting that the ocean, which we perceive as a state of matter, is also inherently composed of water. Additionally, water possesses extraordinary characteristics such as being a liquid crystal superconductor of both sound and light.
You are a digital, bioholographic precipitation, crystallization, miraculous manifestation of divine frequency vibrations coming out of water. The entire universe, all space, is full of water.
Dr. Leonard Horowitz is exploring a deep and intriguing idea that ties together ancient writings, the nature of the cosmos, and the powerful language of music and sounds. He starts by referring to the story of creation from the Bible's Genesis and highlighting the simultaneous existence of the Creator and water at the very beginning. Horowitz sees the moment when the Holy Spirit moves across the water as a pivotal interaction where sounds, or words, are seen as electromagnetic frequencies that play a crucial role in bringing about creation. This idea is further illustrated by comparing the divine command, "Let there be light," which resulted in the creation of the sun, to the natural phenomenon of sonoluminescence, where dolphins produce light by manipulating water bubbles with sound. This comparison is used to underline his belief that sound, or more broadly music, is a foundational force in the universe. Expanding on this concept, Horowitz introduces the idea of the perfect circle of sound, a collection of 9 essential creative frequencies he believes are at the heart of the universe's structure and existence. He emphasizes the importance of the 528 Hz frequency, which he connects to the ancient solfeggio musical scale traditionally comprising 6 notes. Now expanded to 9 frequencies, this complete circle is seen as crucial for the universe's creation and ongoing existence. Horowitz's narrative merges elements of spirituality, scientific inquiry, and musical theory, suggesting a unified and resonant understanding of the universe and our interconnectedness with it through the fundamental and universal medium of sound and music.
But the first notes were not do, re, mi, but ut, re, mi. Mi stands for Miragestorm in Latin, or miracles in English. So the miracle note of the universe is love. The miracle note of the universe is 528 Hertz frequency, and it's the heart of everything.
Dr. Leonard Horowitz is explaining that there is something special about the greenish-yellow color we often see in nature. This color isn't just randomly chosen by nature, it's actually very important to life. It's the same color at the center of a rainbow and is closely connected to sounds and vibrations, showing there's a deep harmony in the world that goes beyond just what we can see. This special color is chosen by nature for chlorophyll, which is what plants use to turn sunlight into the energy they need to live. What's interesting is that the main part of chlorophyll is very similar to hemoglobin, which is what carries oxygen in our blood. The big difference is that chlorophyll has magnesium, where hemoglobin has iron. This similarity shows a deep connection between the life processes of plants and humans, highlighting how everything in nature is linked. The discussion then moves to how sounds and their frequencies are crucial in creating everything, especially pointing out how they can form hydrogen. Hydrogen is essential in making water, which is vital for life. This idea expands to show that the whole universe is influenced by the movement of electrons, a concept known as piezoelectricity. This means that everything that moves or changes, from the smallest blink to the biggest cosmic event, is driven by electrons. Looking at the world this way, we see how colors, sounds, and the movements of tiny particles like electrons are all connected, creating the world and life as we know it. It shows us a universe where everything is linked together by the basic forces and elements, making every part of existence deeply intertwined.
And so water is donating those electrons, and the sun is beaming those electrons in both sound and light. The rainbow reflects that. At the heart of the rainbow is 528 hertz, and what's taking place is that chlorophyll molecule, which is receiving that love, literally vibrating it crystallography-wise, bioholographically into the structure that's selected by all of nature to be the principal energy-carrying pigment and transforming pigment, to transform the love of the sun into the oxygen that we breathe.
The word aloha is more than a greeting. It's a profound expression that ties back to ancient wisdom, specifically to the Hebrew letter Aleph, symbolizing the start of everything. Aloha encompasses the entire spectrum from beginning to end, with O representing both the start and the finish, and Lamed, the 11th letter in the Hebrew alphabet, standing for love, the core of all existence. Thus, Aloha signifies that love is present from start to finish, essential to the breath of life itself. This concept is intricately linked to the frequency of 528 Hz, which is fundamental to the natural and structural order of the universe. This frequency is crucial for the existence of sacred geometry, which shapes everything from the mile measurement to the design of the pyramids and the very structure of water. It underlines the patterns found in organic chemistry, where the hexagonal shape of chlorophyll mirrors the essential structure of life, emphasizing the diversity created by love. Organic chemistry showcases this through the six-sided shape of its molecules, reflecting the structure of chlorophyll and the interconnectedness of all life. The universe operates on principles of harmony and dissonance, and we are faced with a pivotal choice: to align with love, which fosters unity and diversity, or to deviate from this path. The essence of this discussion is the power of choice in shaping our reality, urging us to choose love as the foundation of our existence and interactions with the world around us.
Well, the first initial 528 revelation came from Dr. Joseph Paleo back in 1996. Dr. Paleo was praying to Jesus after he failed to get this information. He was looking for the original musical scale, 6 notes by which the ancient hymn to St. John the Baptist was sung. Each note was 1 degree higher. Each note had something to do with, again, spiritual uplift. Now we understand it has something to do with aligning your chakras and energizing your body to be a spiritual vessel.
Dr. Joseph Paleo, a visionary and seeker of ancient wisdom, embarked on an extraordinary journey into the mysteries of sound and healing. His exploration led him to rediscover the Solfeggio frequencies, a series of 6 sound frequencies used in ancient Gregorian chants, including the well-known hymn of John the Baptist. These chants and the frequencies they emitted were believed to impart spiritual blessings when sung in harmony. Paleo, through meticulous research and intuition, identified these powerful frequencies, each corresponding to specific musical notes that have been claimed to heal the body and uplift the spirit. These sounds were thought to be lost over the centuries, only to be brought back to light by Paleo's dedication. His work suggests these sacred tones can help repair damaged DNA, bring about emotional freedom, and connect humans more deeply to the divine.
We have to realize that there is a major musical mathematical component to creation, of which 528 is fundamental, it's central, and according to everything that I'm looking at, it is love, it is atonement, it is the key that's heralded at these times for the House of David that frees humanity from the petrochemical pharmaceutical toxicity and the energy industrial slavery.
When you feel completely connected or in perfect harmony with something greater than yourself, it's like being in a place where everything is right and nothing is missing. This idea is similar to what many religious teachings say about being in a state of perfect peace, often called the kingdom of heaven. The term atonement is linked to this idea of connection and harmony. Atonement is a special time in the Jewish faith for fasting and getting closer to God. But the word atonement can be broken down to show its deeper meanings. It's just being in harmony, like a musical note that's just right, and being at one or completely united with something. The frequency of 528 Hz is used as an example of this kind of perfect harmony. It's like tuning into a radio station. If you're not exactly on the right frequency, you won't hear the music clearly, it's just noise. But if you tune exactly to 528 Hz, you get a clear signal. This is used as a metaphor for aligning with the love and the perfection of the universe. Just as tuning into 528 Hz brings clarity, aligning with the universe's natural balance brings a sense of completeness and harmony. This idea suggests that the universe, with all its complexity, operates in a balanced and harmonious way, and that aligning with this balance can bring a sense of peace and connection. The work of Sherry Kane, an investigative journalist who is skilled in explaining the psychological and social issues related to the differences between men and women. It mentions that the number 8 is considered a symbol of infinity, which can be visualized when you overlay the numbers 6 and 9 on each other, creating the shape of the number 8. This idea plays with the visual and symbolic relationships between numbers. 6 and 9 together resemble the infinity symbol, which looks like a sideways 8. The discussion also touches on how combining these numbers or arranging them in certain ways, like two 3s facing each other, can represent the number 8, which symbolizes infinity and the endless cycle of things. The numbers 6, 9, and 8 are central to this concept, suggesting a deeper meaning or pattern in the way they're related and how they reflect certain universal principles or ideas.
Nikola Tesla, who is last century's greatest genius, taught his students, this is a quote, "If humanity only knew the power of the 3 6s and 9s, it would be a completely different universe," end quote. And he followed along by saying that. He followed the masters and mentors of old, of Da Vinci's mentorship, Plato, Pythagoras, Aristotle, Vitruvius.
They believed in the remarkable power of the numbers 3, 6, 9, and 8. Marco Rodin, a brilliant mathematician, has further explored the universe's structure through straightforward numerical patterns. He identified 9 fundamental creative frequencies, which he terms his family group numbers, all boiling down to the sequences of 3, 6, and 9. For instance, when you combine 3 and 6, you get 9. Adding 9 to itself results in 18, and 1 plus 8 equals 9 again, demonstrating the cycle with numbers like 3, 9, 6. Another sequence, 4, 1, 7, adds up to 12. 4 plus 1 plus 7, and 1 plus 2 equals 3, showing a pattern. Similarly, 6, 5, 2 adds up to 13. 6 plus 5 plus 2, and 1 plus 3 equals 4, illustrating how these sequences cyclically connect back to the numbers 3, 6, and 9.
So you see that the whole pattern begins to feature the 3, 6s, and 9s, and the structure out of which comes in the universe is based on circles. Primarily, everything is circular.
The idea is that the fundamental patterns of the universe are not based on square shapes or fractals, but on circles. This concept is linked to how atoms and subatomic particles, the very building blocks of matter, are circular in shape. The frequency 528 Hz is believed to be key to these circular patterns. To test this theory, a well-known scientist in the field of water and sound research, John Stuart Reid, was asked to experiment with a pure tone of 528 Hz. Now, he used this frequency to see how it would affect water and to discover the type of sacred geometry that would emerge. After conducting the experiment, Reid was able to capture a unique pattern, a circle with 36 points forming a star, with each point separated by 10 degrees, all created by the 528 Hz frequency. This pattern, distinct to 528 Hz, demonstrate that different frequencies like 527 or 432 Hz produce different geometric shapes. This experiment shows a tangible link between sound frequency and the geometric patterns found in nature, suggesting a special role for the 528 Hz frequency in the structure of the universe.
There's a lot of counterintelligence propagandists trying to suppress this. This is such simple information, but yet now they're trying to confuse it. There's a group, I won't mention who is responsible, but they're advancing that 432 is the real deal, not 528. That's a lot of hogwash because they're intimately connected, and we've proven that mathematically. Dr. Emoto contacted me just the other day and said, what evidence do you have that speaks to this question between 528 and 432?
The concept here involves the work of Dr. Emoto, a scientist known for his research into the characteristics of water and its response to different influences. In an interesting experiment, Dr. Emoto captured photographs of water molecules that had been exposed to lava-heated steam in Pauoa, Hawaii, a place referred to as the Kingdom of Heaven. Remarkably, one of these photographs thus appeared to show an image resembling an ultrasound of a fetus within a water molecule. This observation supports Dr. Emoto's broader theory that water can reflect and hold complex patterns and information. His theory suggests that water is deeply connected to the divine, or in his words, that water is God and God is water. This idea emphasizes the belief in water's unique ability to capture and manifest the essence of life and consciousness, showcasing its profound significance beyond its physical properties.
Dr. Emoto shows that when you take a flash frozen sample of the water, in both cases, one, let's say, where you bless it with love and the other where you curse it, you can see dramatically a change in the structuring of the water as though it does respond to your intention. And of course, for healing, what is the most powerful, and it's the same thing with Jesus said, what is the most powerful technology you could use for miraculous healing is faithful prayer. Where does faithful prayer in your being reside? It's in your heart. What other qualities are in your heart? Well, you've got faith, you've got love, you've got joy, and you've got bravery, zero fear. So that's what 528 is. And so Dr. Emoto took some beautiful pictures of the water. When he got back, he took our lava heated steam, which sends us the message of what this beautiful property and this beautiful big island of Hawaii blesses us with, is the potential for rebirthing everything in the aloha spirit. That water, that lava heated steam, is the breath of the earth. It carries with it that sacred frequency that purges negativity and then lays out the foundation, just like the lava flow.
This explanation discusses the profound nature of water, its capacity to structure itself around various influences, and how it can carry the essence of rebirth. It ties into the concept of homeopathy, a system of medicine based on the principle that substances capable of causing disease symptoms in healthy individuals can treat similar symptoms in sick people. This practice operates on the notion of energy and resonance rather than chemical interactions, suggesting that the healing power comes from the energetic imprint left in the water. Horowitz says that the skepticism surrounding homeopathy is attributed here to misinformation spread by pharmaceutical interests rather than its efficacy. An analogy is made with the school of fish moving in unison, suggesting that this coordination is not chemical but electrical or electromagnetic, implying that a similar principle applies to how homeopathic remedies influence the body. The discussion extends to the heart chakra, described as greenish yellow, which has been recognized for thousands of years in traditions like Chinese medicine and the chakra system. This color choice for the heart chakra and the color of grass is said to be optimal for receiving and transforming love energy, linking it to the divine and the natural world. The narrative suggests that aligning with this energy of love leads to a life of synchronicity and fulfillment, where one's talents and capabilities are fully expressed. The solution offered is practical: tuning music to 528 Hz, a frequency believed to resonate with love and healing, not just for individual benefit but for the collective good. Playing or listening to music tuned to this frequency is presented as a way to elevate one's vibration to that of love, facilitating personal healing and contributing to the healing of the planet. This approach underlines the interconnectedness of all things and the power of vibrational energy in fostering harmony and well-being.